The Stick Adventures of Caveman and Friends.
From out of the great big pale blue sky came a yellow duck with a blue handkerchief around its neck, shouting something about not wanting our heroes to listen to this zombie-making rabbit. Lolita, confused, asked the obvious question of why, only to get a response of a lot of words in Spanish from the duck's mouth. Luckily, Lou knew enough Spanish to tell this toy-like duck that his name was Lou, and that they did not understand anything that she was saying. Then she said, in English this time, that her name was Mel, and she'd tell them everything they wanted to know, but first they'd have to go to her hideout. Mel led them to a cardboard box down by the lake. Lolita then quickly pointed out that Mel's hideout was just a simple box, but before she could finish her sentence, Mel started a rant on how it was much, much more than just a simple box. Once they went inside, she calmed down and explained to a random group of beings that this evil bunny was from the Jupiter moon Io, and that the ducks of Iris and the bunnies are in a great war. Lou thought aloud that there was no way this little bunny could do anything great, let alone a war. So Mel, a little angry, turned her simple cardboard box into the Grand Zena, a starship. Partly awestruck, no one said another word as Mel continued to explain that due to one of the bunnies landing on Earth, its fuel, a lava monster, was able to burn its way out of the ship. She continued to say that everyone was aware of this problem, but they didn't know how to fix it. As Lou pondered about how odd these creatures were, he noticed that they were out in space, not too far away from the main belt. So in a bit of startlement, he inquired as to where their destination was, only to receive an unclear answer. Mel told them that they were about to meet with something she had only heard stories about as a young duckling. It was the great and mighty Hansi, a giant space dust cloud. She wasn't sure what was going to happen. She just knew that this thing may be able to tell them how to stop this lava monster from destroying Pigeon Falls. Speaking of lava monsters, at that very moment the antagonist was looking for things to snack on in the park in Pigeon. After quickly consuming the bench, it had its eyes set on the rest of town, even though it really didn't have any eyes. Going as fast as the ship could go on planet Xena followed the river to the house that overlooked the town. Lou and his entourage hastily made their way into the house. Looking back over the grand city of Pigeon, it was clear that this lava monster was going to burn its way through the city until there was nothing left but ash.